So I'm just going to show how I can go through and put details in against a client to do multi-currency. So this relies on a couple of things. It relies on a custom field that we'll talk about in some other videos. And it also relies on the invoice template being changed, which again, we've got a video to show. But I just want to give an overall of how we can basically go about using multi-currency. So this doesn't change what sends through to Xero. So Xero still has its default local currency, so AUD, for example. But it's a good way of showing to the client different currencies, and then there's a very quick edit within Xero. So if I go into a client here, just in our demo build and demo system, then I'll just look at Big Ben Holdings, and just against the client, so in custom fields here, I've put a currency of GBP. I can obviously go in and edit if I need to change that client for any reason. So if I then go into jobs, I have jobs in the system, so we'll look at this one here. And I've also got the currency code against the job. That's not automatic, so it doesn't bring the currency code in because the client has one. You do have to set it at the same time. But in most cases, people will know, okay, it's a UK client, it needs a UK currency, for example, on the job. And then in financial, I've also got a draft invoice that I was just playing with earlier in here. Then basically there isn't a reference here, so it still shows here with an amount, total. Obviously, were this a real British one, we'd take GST off. So I might just quickly just go in and just take tax off for that to make it a bit more realistic. And if I go print invoice and then choose one of my types of invoices in the system, then within the invoice template, which as I said, I go through in another video, I've inserted the currency amount just here. You can put this wherever you want, so you can have it there, you can have it with subtotal, you can have amount, you can have please note all amounts below are within GBP, whatever it is that you want it to have, you can have it there. Then if I go back out and go approve, then I'll just show you this in Xero. I'll just stop sharing the screen for just a moment. And I'll just log back into Xero and into my demo account. So I'll just log into Xero and then just go all the way down and go into my demo company, which is where I've got WorkflowMax linked to. And we'll see in this draft invoices, we'll see the latest draft invoice here for Big Ben Holdings. So it does come in with Australian dollars on it, but if you're in multi-currency, then you can just go, if you've used one before, obviously it will come through, but just go through, change it, add the currency, and then it puts the currency straight on it and you can just approve the invoice. So hopefully that all makes sense. Like I said, there are supporting videos for custom fields and things, but it's a good little quick way to get around the no multi-currency within Xero.